Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to this new video right here and your daily update. On XRP, we're going to do a full update. Wanted to prepare you a little bit for next week as well. XRP at this point of time is moving very much in line with the market. Now I would say, and we'll talk about that a little bit later when we dive into the technicals as well. But I would say that XRP has outperformed Bitcoin slightly in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin in general at this point of time is not doing the best. And I think that's very accurately depicted with the Bitcoin dominance, which has continued to be bearish. That was also the expectation. But still, I mean, that's the best way to see that Bitcoin is underperforming, and Bitcoin over the course of the last 24 hours has been relatively weak as well. XRP has been holding on fine, but I do think that XRP is following the general market at this point of time. And the general market, you know, in general is still very much shown by Bitcoin, right? Most altcoins still follow Bitcoin a lot. XRP, same thing. XRP is following Bitcoin a lot, but then XRP is just relatively a little bit stronger, right? If you take a look at XRP BTC, it's ranging on the higher time frames, but it did just find support. It was at major support as well, so that's why we're seeing some outperformance. But what I said yesterday as well is that, you know, even though XRP over the last 24 hours has been outperforming Bitcoin a little bit, I also don't see enough evidence in terms of the volume, in terms of any fundamentals, right? Because XRP or Ripple usually moves when we actually have some strong fundamentals as well. And I know there are some people watching these videos that say, well, fuck the fundamentals, and there goes the monetization, but okay. It's fine for a video, but they don't care about fundamentals, and it's all about hype, and it's all about technicals, right? I don't agree with that. I mean, if you take a look at every time that XRP has had a major rally in the past, right? So then we're mainly talking about November, December 2024, and then we're talking about July 2025. There were some underlying fundamentals as well, and I don't see any of those fundamentals right now, and I also don't see any technical evidence of those fundamentals influencing the price, right? Because the one thing that I'm most excited about for XRP and Ripple, and I think that that's also a super big positive for Ripple, it's the ETF, right? And the ETF at this point of time, it has a relatively high probability to be approved in December 2025, but that's still a couple of months away. And it's also not certain. I mean that date is creeping closer and closer every day, of course. And there's still quite a lot of ETFs being postponed, and the SEC is still quite critical on them. So this is the main thing to watch. This is definitely something I'll keep you updated on as well. For now, like I said, I don't see any evidence of any specific momentum for XRP or Ripple. So I would say it's most likely, what I said yesterday as well, is that we have formed, which is what we did yesterday afternoon. We formed a major fair value gap right here at 2.95 and 2.9. I think if we take a look at the TPO chart, we will see some further imbalances down there as well. Yeah, the main one being around 2.9. So I would still, I mean, I do have to say that XRP looks quite stable. And like I said, XRP is also relatively strong against Bitcoin. So I don't expect a major pullback, but I do think we can pull back into 2.9. And by the way, we also got a pretty good reaction right here at the point of control of that move up. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good news, right? Those are all technical signs of stability. Still going into the new week when the volume, the liquidity is quite low, I would still say it's most likely, looking at XRP right now, that we are going to get a bit of a spike down, possibly into 2.9, 2.89. Although I do think that's going to be the lowest we can go for now, short term, and that from there we'll bounce, will remain stable, and we're going to slowly move into the point of control at 3.13, and that fair value gap right here at 3.26. That's what I expect for now. I'll definitely keep you updated on this. That's it. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.